How y'all doing? I hope you are having a fantastic day thus far, wherever you are in the world. Today, we are going to have... Let me bring up the comments. 안녕하세요, 미나 언니. That means hello, big sister in Korean. Try Indonesian foods, please. And then, that's right, my type said, try Indonesian food, please. Smile. Oh, you guys both said exactly the same 4 words. Word by word, try Indonesian food, please. Anyhow, so we're gonna have Indonesian food. It is super hot today, so the weather is fitting to eat with this because Indonesia can be quite warm and humid. And in fact, I will take this off. Woo! I feel better already. Woo! Oh, my neck feels empty because I'm not wearing a necklace. Anyhow, we have shrimp chips here, and I ordered Nasi Campur. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And oh dear, when I was driving home with this to-go, it was stinking up my car in the best way possible. So unveiling Nasi Campur. Get a nice full roll of toilet paper and chopsticks, fork, and spoon. So whatever happens in this battle of eating, we got it covered. Chicken satay. I've had this in Singapore before, satay. Ooh, I believe this is the chili egg. It looks like it was cut in half and fried. And jackfruit curry, which has got to be this guy right here. You know, it's pretty heavy. Woo, hold on a second. And then we have tempeh, spicy kale, corn fritter, and crackers. So those are the shrimp crackers. Oh, you know what it smells like? Have you ever had those Shin bowl? The Korean cup noodle? The Korean instant noodle. In Korea, we call it Shin Ramen. So that's what it smells like right now. But will it taste like Shin Ramen? Who knows? You guys, I might be 4%, 10% less attractive because I've been sweating all day. I know some of you are like, you gotta eat. It takes too long for you to eat your first bite, so I'm gonna have a chip. Shrimp chip. Doesn't really taste like shrimp. It does taste sweet. And it is delightful. I think this is something that both children and adults can enjoy. Now, okay, let's dig into the kale first. Give you guys a close look here. That's the spicy kale. I see. Well, at first it smelled like cigarettes, but like tasty cigarettes. Because usually I don't like the smell of smoke like cigarettes, but there's Ooh. Ooh. How do I describe this? Whoa! It's spicy! The second it goes in your mouth, it's spicy and then goes boom. Woo! What is this? It looks kind of like bacon. This red, there's like red stuff in here. There's some sweet meat there. It tastes like candy meat. And it looks like, oh, there's some peanuts in that spiced kale as well. And it is semi-crunchy. Perhaps it was soaked a little bit. See, I thought these were beans, but it is a dark peanut. And it looks kind of, it looks a little burnt, but it doesn't taste burnt. And this is really good. And the inside, The meat has a yellow tint. And man, this chicken is it's juicy. What did this chicken eat in its lifetime to be this juicy? How does it look burnt but it doesn't taste burnt? And how does it look kind of dry but it's juicy? That's some amazing chemistry right there. Alright, I want to keep eating this, but let's take a bite into everything else. I see corn in this, some carrots, and I believe that's cucumber. Because everything else is here, like the kale is spicy, the chicken is juicy, and these are all cooked foods. So this one is like a refreshener. And it has kind of like a, you know, in Thai food, they have the peanut sauce. It's not as thick as a typical peanut sauce that I've tried in my life. It's like a thin version of that. Alright, so let's try the fried egg. Wait, what is this and what is this? I mean, this looks like the egg. Then if that's the egg, then what is this? I know, I guess we'll have to find out. Alright, so I'll give you a little tour of the egg. Did something spill? Oh yeah, look at how glistening that is. Shiny, shiny. Yeah, so as you can see, just the egg covered in some sauces. Yeah, so it's like a hard-boiled egg, but the outside definitely got some texture. The outside is not soft. It's not like a usual hard-boiled egg smoothness. So the outside of this has a texture of like a tofu, like a firm tofu. And this sauce that comes with it right here, the sauce that the egg was in, that is spicy. Woo! Wow! You could mix that with the rice. Now this rice, I'll give you guys a close look here. Wow! Spiciness. This rice has some flakes on there. Now, what are those flakes? Do you see? That food is very colorful. Like when you wipe your lips, it's as if there's like lipstick prints on that napkin. Wow! I'm so sweaty that the napkin is like, well, almost sticking on my forehead, but not really. Wow, my nose is running. Woo! Okay, so in the corner here, oh wait, we're talking about the rice. Oh my god, that's spicy. I think I'm about to cry. So there's white rice and there's powdered of something on here. Guys, I'm crying. Do you see this? Do you see? Those are spicy tears. You made me cry. What is this thing in the corner? We haven't eaten this one yet. Do you see that? Well, if I tilt it too much, all those spicy sauce is gonna get on the carpet. So, what is that? Is that meat or vegetables? I don't know. It's a curious looking. Ooh, I just got shivers. You know, sometimes when you look at certain patterns, like, I don't know, but some friends of mine, when they see a lot of polka dots, they get shivers in their body. And like, I'm getting goosebumps. And then this pattern here, like when I see warts, I also get shivers in my body, like goosebumps. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. Do you see this? Just thinking about it too, I'm getting goosebumps. And when I see this, I think it's a vegetable, but when I see this vegetable, do you see there's like a lot of details here? Looking at that gives me the shivers. Oh, oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. at it. It's so funny how the body just reacts to things. Well, now they're going away again, but every time I look at it closely, I have to stop looking at it and just eat it. I do believe that's a vegetable. But then again, I'm not very sure. Is that a cauliflower? I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it looks like a vegetable. I mean, look how it peels. Right? When you first look at it, it looks like it's all one piece, but it has a lot of layers in it. Yeah, you guys, I have no idea what that is, but I can't help but think it's a vegetable. So the internet has been down, and it comes with its pros and cons. You know, the negative thing being I have to depend on my mobile data and I can't work from home, so I have to keep going to cafes and hope the cafe has good Wi-Fi on that day. These days I've been reading a lot more tangible books, and I haven't touched a newspaper in the longest time. But I stopped by the library and I picked up a newspaper, and you know, it brought back a lot of memories, because when I was young I used to read a lot of newspapers. I used to read Sunday comics, and you know, the ink would get on your hands and then you smell the ink, the newspaper. It's not the most pleasant smell, however it brings back a lot of old school memories. So I do appreciate the beauty of a newspaper. Now let's figure out the mystery of this fried thing. I thought it was an egg, but let's find out. It is not an egg. This one is quite greasy, but it's still tasty. I'm gonna show you the inside. Oh, I think this is the corn fritter. Ooh. Oh, that part revealed a lot of little corn pieces. Why is fried stuff so tasty but not healthy? I hope that humankind, our bodies can evolve in a way that no matter what we eat, we still look awesome and slim and fit. A little piece of scallion in there as well. Just a little bit of veggie to balance out the oil. You know what? This is definitely a party in the mouth. There's a party on the plate. You got green, you got yellow, you got red, you got spicy, you got not so spicy, you got cooked, you got fried, and you got boiled. You got a little bit of everything here. It's making me real excited for my trip to Asia. I was already excited, but it's like a preview of what's to come. So one of the articles I read in the newspaper, it was talking about, let me bring that newspaper. Sorry if I clap too loud. So yeah, this article is called "What's Lost When We Photograph Life Instead of Experiencing It." That's the article I read. And they were talking about how children these days, or people these days, we are so much more you know, glued to our technology, and it's questioning, like, are we losing empathy? You know, like the ability to feel for other people and to like really connect with people on a deep level. And I find that very interesting because I actually did grow up without much technology. I did have a computer, like a big desktop computer, and I play games once in a while. You know, I grew up as an only child, so I had to keep myself entertained. Of course, I would read as well, a physical book. Yes, but these days, like, I find myself on the computer more, and whether I'm working or for leisure time, and I'm trying to get out and meet people face to face. You know, I read your comments and I try to be interactive with you guys. And when I first started YouTube, it was like when YouTube was starting to pick up and not a lot of things were figured out yet. We didn't know if, you know, no one told us like it is good to write back on those comments. You know, I was busy with college and stuff, so I didn't really look at I didn't keep up with comments or what was going on my YouTube channel. You know, I didn't even think about becoming a YouTuber at that point, so I was like, whatever, let it be. And during that time, I wasn't looking at the comments. There were a lot of racist people, there were very rude people, and then there were also like very loving and very awesome people commenting. But so like these days, I try to keep up more with the comments and on this channel as well, because I want to be interactive. And you know, every once in a while there's very rude comments, and I see sometimes like they have these people, they have their profile photo on the side, or sometimes they might use their real name as a username, or maybe they make up a fake username. I don't know, but sometimes I see their profile photo and they say something very rude, not even like constructive criticism status, it's like just plain out rude, and they look like they're half my age. They look like some of them, they look like they're 13 or 15. That's just a guess. You know, it just makes me think that, you know, not all people are, you know, not all people have a lot of empathy. They just feel very entitled, and that everything they say, like they're like the princess of their world, or like they're the queen and the king of this universe, you know. It's fine to think that, you know, you're the center of your universe. There's nothing wrong with that, and, you know, being a confident person. But I don't know if decades ago people had more empathy for others. You know, did people think more in terms of the other person's perspective, or are we thinking more in terms of our own perspective in this decade? Or is it, I don't know, like as I grew up, I'm realizing some people, like some of my friends, they are so sympathetic, so caring, and so thoughtful. And it's like, whoa, like they have like the best customer service, you know, even if we're just friends. Like they're like, do you need this? Can I help you with this? Or, you know, and they don't expect anything back from me. But I want to do the same for them, you know? And I just admire how they're able to think on such a level for other people. And to be able to do that without being a pushover, that's an art. You know, being empathetic without being a pushover. And that is so admirable. And sometimes it's easy to get consumed in your own world and what you need to get done, and like everything about you, you know. And the busier you get with life, the more deadlines, the more that you put on your plate, the more you get consumed about like making things work for you. And it's certainly challenging, but to be able to still think about other people, like I said, that is such an art. My favorite thing here, chicken satay. I just don't know how they do it. I mean, at the restaurant, it's open kitchen, and it's nothing fancy. It looks kind of like a mom and pop shop. And you can see how they make things in the back. You would not expect them to make really good food like this. If they made it this good here in America, I can only imagine how tasty it would be if I actually go to Indonesia and eat this in the motherland. So you guys, I'm not revealing much about my itinerary of where I'm going and when, just because partially due to my privacy, but I will say I am going to Indonesia. When I went to get my travel vaccine, they were telling me like certain foods you should avoid. Don't eat anything raw. Don't eat salads. Make sure your vegetables are cooked. Eat fruit only with thick skin. What else? But the thing is, like, I also think it depends on the country, because when I went to Korea, I never got sick from eating thin-skinned fruit and eating even like raw beef, you know? Whew, it's hot. My hair is sticking to my sweat. So earlier I was mentioning, you know, I was talking about the haters, the hater comments. And a lot of times I don't think they realize the impact those hateful words can have on another person. They just say it just because they don't like something, but they're not processing, they're not thinking thoroughly, they're not being mindful of what their words can do. Words can inspire people. When you combine the right ones together, words can bring empires up. Words can bring empires down. Words can help people. Words can destroy people, you know? Words may not be a physical weapon, but it has physical effects. So anyhow, like, you know, when I see these hater comments, I just hope that they, first off, they know what it feels like to be insulted, because sometimes you need to know what it feels like to not do it anymore, to not hurt other people, you know? Hold on, let me eat something before anyone complains I'm not eating enough. I just hope that they will grow up understanding the impact. Car outside. I can complain about that car alarm, but it is giving me a chance to eat more. It's been honking for like a good minute or two. I guess it's telling us, don't talk about haters. Don't give them any more attention. But anyway, all I want to say about haters is, if anyone says something rude to you and people talk behind your back, you know, just remember that it's only a small millimeter, just a thousandth of a millimeter moment in your life. Let's say your life is this long, right? It's like 1,000th of a booger. That moment that hater said something to you. You have so many other wonderful things that could happen in between, so don't even think about that, you know? You know what? Haters got haters. Huh? So, it's fair game. Haters got haters. And the more hateful they are, more people gonna hate on them. So it's karma. It's karma. Don't worry about them. You go do your thing. You go be awesome. Because haters got haters. Oh, this chicken. This chicken. Chicken. It's got a lot of lovers. Woo! Guys, in the last mukbang, at the end, I was like, bye! And this, it was like shaking so much. You know, I read somewhere these are called bat wings. It doesn't look very attractive, but it's natural. If it's there, it's there. Oh, it's been a while since I had a shrimp chip. I feel like they make it. So back to the topic of empathy. When it's hot and I'm at home, it is completely unromantic. However, when it's hot and I am in another country, it's very romantic. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Oh, what's this? Is this a leaf? It's a slice of something. I have no idea what I just ate. Alright. Egg. Done. And then that refreshing little salad. I don't know what that was, but whatever that was, that's done too. And the kale, spiced kale, almost done. We've got about 5% of it left. You know, a lot of times I like to explain myself to people so they understand where I'm coming from. So if I think they might question why I did what I did, whether it's like a friendship situation or it's like business or whatever the situation, if I feel like they might understand my action, I will explain my thinking, my thought process. So I think this coming week, maybe even the next coming month, instead of just trying to explain myself, I'm gonna use that same amount of energy to try to understand other people and not like expect for them to explain themselves. And sometimes like it's hard to understand why people do what they do, and sometimes the more you question or the more you try to understand them, the more confused you get. In that case, just let it go and just be accepting of the unknown. I think that's what I'm gonna do this coming week. That's my theme. That's my spiritual theme of the week. Spiritual mission. Oh wow, I did not think I'll be able to finish this, because it was a lot of food. It might not look like a lot of food on camera, because when you see other mukbang, the original mukbang, you know, they have like a lot of food filling the table, but even this much is a lot of food. No, I guess it depends on who you are. If you're a dude, it's like a normal size amount of food. Last bite of the chicken satay. Right, I'm not big on rice, so I'm not gonna eat all the rice. However, I will eat that vegetable stuff that gives me goosebumps. I'll try not to look at it too much. So whatever this is, it's the most bland of everything I ate here today. Maybe dip it in that spicy sauce, just so that it gets a thin coat. Typically when I go out with my friends and eat, I like to eat vegetarian or vegan and kind of cut down on the meat. But when I film, that's when I eat like a lot of variety of food. I guess that's the funny thing, like on screen people think I'm omnivore and maybe somewhat carnivore, but off screen in my life off of YouTube, a lot of people still ask me, Mina, you're still vegan, right? I know this restaurant that we could go to. Or they'll be like, Mina, since you're vegetarian, maybe we should go to this restaurant. And I'm like, I'm not, I eat everything. You know, so that just goes back to the fact that people will judge you or label you according to what they see. So those friends of mine, they may not watch my YouTube videos, so they think I am vegan just because I always suggest let's go eat vegan food, you know? My battery is flashing right now, which means I only have about 2-3 more minutes to film. Thank you guys for enjoying Indonesian food with me. And let me know what street foods I should definitely eat when I visit Indonesia. I also hope that you enjoyed the subjects we talked about today. Let me know if you're eating with me. Let me know what you ate while you're watching this video. I'm real full now. Woo! Hopefully I could digest and go to bed. I mean, what time is it? It's like 9, I think? Yeah, it's 9:06 p.m. I think I have only a few seconds left before the camera battery dies, so goodbye, you guys! Mwah! Mwah! So I will just put little dabs like that. So here we go. Like, for me, it's very important to give honest reviews, but also in a way that's not like offensive. Be more of yourself, because you learn there is no solution to pleasing everyone.